Got something to say?
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. I'm sure you could charge double for those and still... What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
I heard you were at the wedding of the Empress' cousin. Solitude. Gods.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun,
The farmers are charging me double for the produce I sell.
Let me guess. I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. do come back.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather? You'd be surprised how much work it is selling things installed. It's not all standing around and checking.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry, I was under the impression I was in charge. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you? Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. Keep your eyes open, your mouth shut. You're quite noisy for someone who claims to be a thief.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Looking for wood.
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job?
Welcome to the... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then.
So, feeling... Loose? How about you run a job for me?
Your sources, but that last shipment of scuba was some of the best quality I've seen in years.
Just got lucky is all. Bumped
Must
into
you
someone
keep
who knew
stopping?
someone else. The rest just writes itself.
Well, if you like, I'd be happy to take over the operation for you. Take the source off your heads.
And lose out just when the going is getting good? No thanks. Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back. If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up. Stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break them, and you're out on your arse. Simple, right? Yes, I haven't got all day.
I have work if you've got the backbone.
Make it quick. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right. Welcome to the cozy little I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Next time. Watch what you're doing.
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
This better be important. That's enough of this unnecessary chatting. We need to... They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it. Carlia's been through here. What does she expect to find? Watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Blunder in it.
I remember Skyrim from my youth, and the glistening crimson on fields of white.
been through here as well. Perfect for hiding an ambush. Are you ready? Who's there? The lesson.
Be, and I will follow. Child of darkness. I live again.
Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain
Lead on,
Carlia already
brother.
did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving.
Hail the savior of the dark brotherhood. All hail the listener. Your enemies will soon know the wrath of Sithis.
Do you You honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Haunting Brew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
Have you heard the tale
I'm no fool, Mercer.
of Matthew
Crossing
Bellamont,
blades with you would be a death
the great
sentence. But I
treachery
can
of
promise the
Jade
next
and
time
Hall,
we meet will be your undoing.
And vengeance festers in the sun.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Lead, and I will follow. Shine.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. I promise you, the thought crossed my mind. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make. I promised to join you there as soon as... He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales, and honed my skills to a razor-sharp... Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. Mercer lied to the Guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the Guild. I can promise you if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate. Remember, speak only to Anthony. Trust no one else.
I don't really know anyone at the college. The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details. Me? Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellikar has a major staff in his room in the Frozen Heart.
I've suffered worse.
Yes, what is it? Can I help you with anything else? Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? No problem. Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Anselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Anselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship? Calcelmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a... Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic? I need to ask you to stop. Can't say I've heard of any laws against whatever that is you're doing. I've got my eye on you.
Welcome to the College of Winterhold. I am Feralda, one of the senior wizards here. I trust you found your journey to Winterhold not entirely unpleasant. Now, I must advise you that if your only purpose in being here is to complain, you would be far better off speaking with the Jarl of Winterhold. If, however, you seek something more, I will be happy to assist you. It is no great secret that we have been unjustly blamed for a great many things over the years. The good people of... Thus, we must take certain precautions in order to secure our safety. Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic. This is a noble goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. Those invested in restoration magic find healing hands to be essential. Can you cast it on me? That would prove your skill. I look forward to it. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. If you can pass the test, then yeah, much knowledge. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me. No matter what, the college will endure. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
What you look...
You are new here, are you not? We have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but no one is sure of the cause. Some believe... I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this, the Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous. Winterhold, the waves receded in time. The college survived. And so here we remain.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me and don't... wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or... delicate experiments. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching all of you very closely.
Please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be kept with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Not going to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Don't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. It's always an... Take a look. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own. Education is never appreciated until after the fact. Young people never understand this.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind. And no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? I've just been asked enough questions. I'm here to learn, not to explain myself over and over. Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume. So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be, I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me. Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, others returned home. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
I don't want to see you. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? A mage is only as good as what he knows. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly in assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful. All right, then.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several with your talent.
Wait, I know you. The only mistake was you showing time.
My wife Kira runs our jewelry stall on the
Like
market.
my mother. Being an apprentice is great. I get to swing a hammer at things.
Wait, I know you.
Psst. Hey, I know who you are. Hail Cities.
Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important. What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work. understand I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Former Tongue. Preposterous! You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate the sentiment, I still have to decline. Being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that I have things to study. What is it? Oh, be certain to purchase my farmer translation tome when it's completed. What is it this time? The artifacts I've discovered in the shore. So you wish to master the arcane arts? What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help her with the forge.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Calcimo. He's the Jarl's magical advisor, but if you want in, Calcimo has to give his say-so. He's usually in front of Nishuan Cell, just down the tunnel.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men of them. Yeah. Calselmo called in his entire expedition. You're trespassing here. You better clear out. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and your people. What say you in your defense? Just stand still!
not supposed to be in here. What was that? Never should have come here.
Intruder! Help!
Damn you! It's nothing.
Damn you! Are you prepared to die? I'll kill you if I have to.
What do you think this is?
No! In here!
Just a scratch. here.
Get the back of me! Over here! Hurry! Not impressed!
Victory is yours.
I'll see you in pieces!
I cannot best me. It's what you want. You got nothing.
By the order of the Jarl, stop right there.
never should have come here. God, no!
Someone there?
That the best you can do? Give up while you still can. You won't get the best of me. Oh well. Must have run off. Do your worst. Best, huh?
Order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Sheathe your weapons and come quietly. Order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Time to finish the villain.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle that
Listen to Enther. We can't afford to miss a single detail.
Pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Anther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Anther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do.
You must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their... Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.